everyone, my name is Nina Kapoor. Welcome to my channel Healing Star Tarot 17. Today I'm going to do a reading for the collective, just to let you know that my readings are timeless. So this could be your past, your present or your future. Okay, so let's see what energies we have here today. Alright, I'm going to shuffle the cards. By the way, happy International Women's Day. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. Okay. So let's see what energies we have here today. We want to know what's going on with you, within you, and around you. What's going on with you, within you, and around you. What's going on with you, within you, and around you. All right. Let's see what cards come out. Okay. The first card is the Page of Swords. Now, we know the Page of Swords is, for me, it's being truthful with oneself, looking into that mirror, coming out of denial. But this could also be someone spying, right? Looking up at someone's social media, maybe walking past, your house, I don't know. But this is someone who's trying to, they're looking at someone, spying, but also, coming out of denial. So let's see. Okay, so then we've got the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups, this is, for me, this has always been celebration and reunion, right? This could also be a reconciliation or wanting a reunion. But this could also be, it can be third party only because there's three people in the picture. But when we say third party, yes, it could be another person involved, absolutely. But it also could be family, friends, work, something getting in the way. So let's see, because then I've got the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords talks about, having clarity in a situation, communication, seeking justice also. So it feels as though that someone is spying, right? Spying on someone, also coming out of denial. So it could be about their own emotions and how they really feel, right? But, they're wanting some sort of reunion, okay? Or they're spying because they want to see if there's someone else involved. Absolutely, can be. But then I've got the Ace of Swords, which talks about, as I said, having clarity, also communication. It could be this person who's spying, who's looking. And if you could see, the Page of Swords is looking at this card, right? So, it's about maybe this Page of Swords wanting to give some sort of clarity or communication or speak his own truth here, right? So let's see. Oh, wow. Then I've got the Knight of Swords. Now, we know the Knight of Swords wants to rush, absolutely rush. Wants to rush and communicate something here, right? Wants to speak his truth, right, with the Ace of Swords. But wants to communicate something. But then we have the Hermit. And the Hermit, this is seeking solitude, we know it. But it's also a bit of my depression card. So it could be that someone's down, right? Someone's down, they're spying on someone, either to see if they are with someone else or, that they want some sort of reunion here, wanting to give some clarity to the situation, speak their truth or get clarity themselves. But it looks to me they want to communicate to whoever this Page of Swords is, because they're feeling down. They're feeling down, and, with the Fool card, we know this is new beginnings. This is about taking a leap of faith here. Interesting. So it looks to me that someone's spying, absolutely someone's spying. Wants to give clarity, wants a reunion with someone. Feeling down, but wants to take this leap of faith. Wow. Because with the Hanged Man, they are looking at things from a different perspective now, right? So this person who's spying, right? He's looking at things from a different perspective. So it could be, maybe this is someone from the past, or, this person, right? But they're looking at things from a different perspective, because now they want the Two of Cups. Now they want the Two of Cups. And, you know, we know the Two of Cups is two people coming together to offer each other a cup of love. This is wanting a commitment, a relationship, having a strong connection with someone. So if we look at the cards here, I feel as though someone's looking at this from a different perspective. Maybe they did put you in a third party, right? It could be. Maybe, you know, in the past it was a third party. But it's about speaking one's truth and having clarity, looking at things from a different perspective. Because all of a sudden someone wants the Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, right? Emotional fulfillment. Six of Swords, wanting to be at smoother waters, wanting peace in a situation, right? Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is, you know, communication, taking action. This is also... it could be passionate communication, right? But it's something quick, taking quick action here. Some sort of communication. Knight of Pentacles, okay. So now we've got a person here. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who's very slow. Absolutely, the horse is not even moving, right? You know, he's very slow. He wants to come forward and offer something. And when he does offer it, it's a very good offer, absolutely. But he's just slow. It just takes ages, right? So, you know, whoever this person is, it could be on their mind for a very long time, right? And I just think that they're spying, it seems to me. Coming forward, yes, there could be some communication with this person. There could be. But he's just very, very slow. You know, he might just take forever here on what he's trying to do here. I don't know, speak his truth, give some clarity to the situation, coming forward, taking some sort of action. Wants emotional fulfillment, but he's just very slow. Page of Cups. Okay. He's very slow, but with the Page of Cups, you know, this is my apology card. So this is someone who wants to come forward and apologize. Okay. Wants to apologize for something here. So let's see. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so he's assessing. He or she, doesn't really matter, right? But the person is assessing the situation, looking at the seeds that I've sown, wants to give an apology, but also is assessing the situation. So maybe they're looking at, you know, their offer, right? What they want to offer here. So it's not in action at the moment, but it's all in the mind, and it, you know, it's planning, it's thinking on what to offer here. Three of Wands. So this is, you know, coming out of one's comfort zone, you know, looking into the unknown. And maybe, you know, this person's taking long because it is, you know, they are coming out of their comfort zone. Maybe this is the challenge here, for example. But this is also demonstrating leadership. And maybe this person needs to do that, right? Needs to do that. I mean, I don't know what happened before, but this person is spying. Wants clarity, wants to give clarity, wants to communicate something here. Wants, you know, some sort of relationship or a commitment here. Wants, you know, emotional fulfillment. Wanting peace in a situation. It's going to, you know, it's taking long, or she's taking long, but there is an apology coming through here. And maybe that's what needs to be done. But they're still assessing, and this is forcing them to come out of their comfort zone, okay? But this is also, as I said, demonstrating leadership and needing to do that. Right? Needing to do that. And why not? Okay. Eight of Pentacles. So this is my work card, right? So this is wanting to work at something here. Wanting to work at this relationship, wanting to work at this commitment, willing to put the work in now, maybe before they didn't, depending on what this Three of Cups is. Yes, wanting a reunion, a reconciliation, but as I said, if a third party was involved, if that's another person, work, relatives, friends, it doesn't matter, you know, it probably came in the way of getting this started or going in the right direction, and it looks to me that the person wants to put the work in now. Justice. So, justice, we know, is preparing for a decision, right? This could also be legal matters. This could also be a divorce, absolutely. So maybe this person, you know, is married or was married. Maybe they're going through a divorce. It could be that maybe there's some legal issues or something that they're sorting out, hence why they haven't come forward yet. There's stuff going on in their own life, you know, that needs to be sorted out. Wow, the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is, as we know, you know, someone who is, he's an intellectual, absolutely, right? He's holding his sword up because he's trying to protect himself also. This is someone who knows what he wants. The King of Swords does. And usually, you know, he does communicate. You know, swords, as you can see, he's holding his swords. Swords is, you know, communication. Absolutely is communication. So it could be that this Page of Swords here is the King of Swords, okay? So it could just be that he's in this energy, okay? He's the, you know, he communicates, as I said, he's an intellectual. He could be a bit guarded with his sword up. But usually, you know, he's good at communicating here. So it looks to me, you know, he does. If we look at the cards, we see a lot of swords here. You know, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords. We had the Knight of Swords, yes? So remember, the Knight of Swords is the King of Swords here also. So I feel as though this person wants to communicate something. Yes, wants to communicate something. It could just be that, you know, he's a bit guarded. Maybe protecting him, you know, his own self here. All right, let's see. 9 of Wands. So this is someone, could be, who's been through a lot of battles here. Okay, if you look at this card, there's 8 wands behind, right? These are life experiences. These are some sort of battle. If it's in the physical form or emotionally, could be spiritually also. But, you know, this person's holding their 9th wand here. They're holding their 9th wand, you know, they're wounded, yes, but they're still standing, right? You know, we have to go through life learning these lessons, yes? And when we learn these lessons, then we move on. Yes, we move on. And it looks to me that this person is the King of Swords, a bit guarded because of his own experiences here. Right? His own experiences. The Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor, we know, you know, it's someone who has stability, yes. Someone who's sitting on their throne, grounded, someone who's an entrepreneur, a business owner, someone who's responsible. Yes, absolutely responsible. The only problem with the Emperor is that he could be a bit stubborn, right? He could be a bit stubborn. Maybe, you know, he was once the King of Swords, went through these experiences, right? Oop, that way. He went through these experiences, and then he went into the energy of becoming an Emperor. We know the Emperor could be someone's father, your father, their father. Could also, you know, be that you have children, absolutely. Or this person has children, right? But it could be that because of these experiences, from the King of Swords, he's become the Emperor, and that is growth. Absolutely, that is growth. So, the Emperor's looking for his Empress, right? Oh, here we go. So the Empress, you know, we know that the Empress could be a mother figure, could be your mother, their mother. You know, she has children. It could be she's abundant, can be very successful. Also, you know, she's in the vibration of love. She doesn't chase anything or anyone. Everything comes towards her because of her vibration. Absolutely. She's very humble. She's very loving, and she, you know, she gives to a lot of people, right? She helps a lot of people. That's the Empress. Okay, Empress sort of energy. And here we go. We've got the Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor and the Empress, counterparts, a couple, 2 people who are meant to be together. Wow. And just when I said the Empress, she came out, right? So whatever this is, you know, as I said, it could have been lessons that needed to be learnt before 2 people could come back together. You know, like the soulmates, as we know, right? The journey of the soulmates, it could be something like that. But whatever it is, you know, there were some battles with this, and I just think that, you know, it needed to happen. It could be, you know, the Empress was in a different energy before, right? And now she's the Empress. We know the Emperor was, right? So it's just about learning these lessons, you know, having growth. And it could be having growth and learning lessons within whatever this was, right? whatever happened could have been a big lesson here. Absolutely, could have been a big lesson. And it looks to me that it has been completed. Right? It has been completed. Wow. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. So, as we know, the first card is the strongest. So, you know, this, as I said, is someone who's looking in the mirror, being truthful to oneself, coming out of denial, wants to give some truth, and we see the Ace of Swords. But also, as I said, it could be someone who's who is stalking someone, you know, looking at the social media, walking by the house, I don't know. But they're trying to keep tabs, okay? And yes, absolutely could be this Emperor, because we see growth here. Now, just to say one other scenario or situation that could be going on here is that the Page of Swords is the King of Swords, as we can see. He's wounded and still standing and battling something within because the person he's spying on is already with her counterpart, right? Meaning that she's met someone else, okay? And she's with her counterpart now, all right? Hence why, you know, third party situation could be. But if, you know, if you're not talking to this person or haven't been talking to this person, whoever this person is, then it's just that they want some sort of reunion, okay? But as I said, could be the Emperor, absolutely. The growth is there. We could see the lessons here. Or it could be two people and one's too late and, you know, she's already with her Emperor here, okay? But you will know, right? You will know your situation. So let's see. Wow. Wow. Yeah. And, you know, the reason why I'm saying it could be two people, because it doesn't mean this is for all of you, right? This journey could be just one person, learnt their lessons, want to be with you, and, you know, it's your counterpart. There's been a lot of growth, okay? Male or female, it doesn't matter. But the other situation, as I said, it could be one person who's spying, only because the person he's spying on is now with her counterpart, yes, is now with her counterpart, because, you know, as we know about the lessons, yes, usually one person needs to grow up, right, needs to understand their own emotions and what they really want out of life, you know, and then the other person is about knowing their self-worth, yes. And you know, the Knight of Pentacles is my, you know, single card, independent card. Someone who is looking absolutely beautiful, right? She's in her garden. Yes, look at all the pentacles around her, absolutely abundant. Yes, she's doing fine on her own. But to get to this energy, she had to go through her own experiences. Yes, had to learn about self-worth and self-love. Yes, had to learn how to be independent and not codependent, right? So, you know, these are lessons that we learn, right? So it could be, as I said, whoever's spying, you know, they're single, and, you know, and the person they're spying on is also single, or may, you know, this is how what happened to them. They went through this journey of self-love, self-worth, that, you know, they were the Nine of Pentacles before their Emperor came along, okay? But maybe, you know, sometimes, as I said, things happen for a reason. Maybe this person had to change their energy or be in a high vibration before she could meet her Emperor. Yes? And, you know, this could absolutely have been this journey. So we see the person who's stalking, you know, his journey, and we see the other person, right, and her journey. Because, you know, we have a King of Cups, and as I said, the Page of Swords could be, and the King of Swords could be a totally different person and be in this energy, which is, you know, someone who has a lot of love to give, absolutely, but just finds it hard to express it. Hence why with it we see the Queen of Swords, and we know what the Queen of Swords is. We see the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, so it's a couple in separation. And, you know, her back is towards this King of Cups, and she's holding her sword up. Yeah, she's not even looking at him, right? So it could be, you know, either someone else came into her life after that situation, or, you know, this is that person who's stalking and they're in their heart space now, maybe took too long coming forward, and she's guarded anyway towards this person. She's not even looking at him. And because she's the Empress now, we know that she had to go through this journey here. Yes? And as I said, with the Emperor, this is fantastic. counterparts, growth, high vibration, right? This is learning lessons, completing lessons. This is being at where you're meant to be, right? So, you know, as I said, you could be any person in the situation. The Page of Swords, the person who's hoping or wishing for this person. Or you could be the Empress, the Queen of Swords here, the person who went through this also and learnt their lesson. You could be the Emperor, you know, the Emperor who's with his Empress now, right? So you could be any of these people here. But this is actually a very positive reading, depending on who you are, I guess. But I'm really, really liking this because absolute growth here. We've gone through this battle, we've learnt our lessons, we have raised our vibration, and we're standing strong, okay? We're standing strong. So well done, right? Well done. I'm hoping that the Page of Swords, you know, is the Emperor and has gone through this journey of, you know, growth here. But as I said, it could be two different people because the first card is the strongest. So in this situation, there is someone who's, you know, keeping an eye on someone, and you only keep an eye on someone when they're not with you, right? So that's why I feel it could be two different people here. But, you know, maybe he took too long, right? Maybe he was guarded, eventually came into his heart space, but it was too late. It was too late, right? So, you know, what can I say here? And because now she's in a different vibration as the Empress, and now she's found her counterpart here, right? Someone who matches her energy. So, like I said, this person maybe took too long. Maybe he was in his ego for a very long time. And finally, you know, came into his heart space, but it was too late, or is too late if they don't know, because, you know, she has done her work here, you know, after the breakup or whatever happened in that situation. She's done her work here, and now she's with her counterpart, right? With her counterpart. So, you know, it's life, right? It's life. But it could be that the person who's stalking, the King of Cups, King of Swords, is maybe not for her, right? Maybe not for her. They had a strong connection, yes. You know, he does want her back, yes. But maybe it was just one of those things. Because if we look at the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, we know they're in separation. They're not together. And maybe they just met each other because there was lessons. It triggered off the lesson that they needed to learn, both of them, right? And maybe they've learnt it. I mean, we know the Queen has. And I'm sure this King, you know, going into the King of Cups, yes, there's growth there. Opening his heart chakra, absolutely, right? So, you know, things always happen for a reason, I say, okay? The lessons that we need to learn, right? That's why we need to learn how to let go, okay? If we hold on to something too tightly, then, you know, nothing can move forward for us, right? And that's with everything. If that's a person, if it's emotions, if it's, I don't know, anger, whatever it is, you know, we have to let go of these things. Otherwise, you know, we can't move forward in life. And the whole point is to raise our vibration. And how do we raise our vibration? Is going through these experiences. Because we're learning. We're learning all the time, right? So however we look at this, there's growth everywhere here. Yes, if that's the Page of Swords, or if that's the Empress or the Emperor, right? Absolutely. So well done, all of you. Well done. All right? All right, guys, but I'm going to leave it here because we are 24 minutes exact. And but as I said, you know, well done to everyone here because it seems to be growth, regardless if you're happy or not happy, you know, this is not a good energy to be in, you know, doing this. If you're doing this, then there's something wrong here, right? There's something wrong here. You've got to let go at some stage. You've got to let go, okay? Because then we can't move forward, right? Go through the healing process. If it helps you, talk to the person if you can, right? Maybe you just need closure, or you just need to, I don't know, have clarity. Yes. But, you know, you're taking long if it's you who wants to go forward and have this reunion and, you know, wants to fix this. You're taking too long as the King of Pentacles, right? And then by the time you get there, it looks to me the other person has moved on, okay? So, you know, but this energy is not, you know, if you're looking in the mirror, coming out denial, being truthful to yourself, fantastic. That's growth, yes, you know. But if you're spying on someone, you know, that hasn't got you anywhere yet. You know, it won't get you anywhere in the future. So maybe change the way you're doing things here, all right? All right, guys. Well, if this reading resonated with you, please give it a comment. If you've liked this reading, please give it a thumbs up, a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, because the next healing session will be on the 1st of April, okay? And that's a free healing session for my subscribers, for the heart and for the heart chakra, so we can open a heart chakra and be in the vibration of love, right? All right, guys, but I better go. I've got to do some more videos yet. I've got loads to do, I think. And so, yes, so I will see you all soon. Look after yourselves, look after each other. Love you all so much. Bye-bye.